gentlemen, welcome back to a video on the Lowsey channel, and today we are back with reacting to my Premier League predictions for the 24-25 season. Before we get into the video, ladies and gentlemen, this channel is back and it is on the up, so please make sure you like, subscribe and comment, because we've got football content coming out for the whole summer, ready for the Premier League season and beyond the Premier League season as well. You do not want to miss a thing. But oh lads, we're reacting to my Premier League predictions. I think I would have dropped a stinker. I can't remember what I predicted. I think the only thing I'll probably be able to predict is like Arsenal or bottle it. That's probably the only thing I would have predicted. But oh lads, I'm touching myself. Not like that, you dirty bastard. Anyways, let's just jump in the video. Enough talking. Right lads, so here we go. I haven't thought of a point system. So I don't really know what to kind of go with. I might think one along the way. I just don't really think there's a good way to do it, really. I think it's quite hard. I'll just say, we'll just say, that was a really good prediction, an average prediction, or yeah, we'll just talk through. We'll just waffle away through like normal and see what happens. But look how serious I look in the video. I look so ugly, don't I? Jesus Christ, Kieran, what the fuck? But yeah, I just hope I've done myself well. But who knows? It's an 18-minute video, so we will crop it up because I don't want to have you having the pain of what I'm going to have the pain of watching 18 minutes. Of you watching 18 minutes. Jesus Christ, let's just get on with it, lads. Let's start with bottom of the league. Who's going to finish 20th? I don't want to say this, but I've got to. I think bottom of the league, Ipswich Town. I just think they won't have enough just to stay up. Right, I said there, I don't think they'll have enough. In the end, Ipswich finished on 22 points. Ooh, what have I done there? On 22 points, 19th. So I was one out when it came to Ipswich. So I don't think that's a bad prediction. I just think, look, Ipswich have done Kieran McKenna, Ipswich, everyone at that football club's done an amazing job, because they really shouldn't be where they are with back-to-back promotions. Like, it's very, very hard and unheard of to do that. So I'm quite happy with that prediction. Good start, Kieran. Let's move on to 19th. Right, 19th place. 19th. What I'm actually going for is a team that is getting a point deduction. I don't think anyone got a point deduction. Leicester. Okay, that's good. Leicester 18th. Right now, predicted 19th. So that's kind of 2 in the relegation zone I got right. So I am quite happy with that, you know. I did say they were getting a point deduction. They couldn't spend much money, so that was right. So my plans were valid. So I think I've cooked so far. I better say Southampton next, because they're the second, minus 60 goal difference, 2 wins, 12 points. I better have said they finished in the bottom 3. Like, Kieran, come on, please. Like, past Kieran. Please, just, please. 18th place now. Interesting one. Nottingham Forest. Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? What? What? Oh, Kieran Laws, what? They finished 7th. I predicted them 18th. Let's see how the oh my god. Let's see how the context behind this. No, I know. I don't think they're going to have enough to stay up. They've got Nuno. I don't really rate Nuno, if I'm being honest with you. I think there were some games where Nottingham Forest did play good last season, was slightly unlucky, but looking at the recruitment, I don't really think they're making the right signings. I think they've made a goalkeeper signing which they needed. They signed Elliot Anderson from Newcastle. He cooked. I just don't know if it's going to be enough to keep Nottingham up. I mean, they could easily stay up, but I'm going to back them down on 4. They got Europe. Okay, that was a really, the biggest stinking prediction ever. Wow. I just think they will fall with Leicester. I did not put Southampton to go down. That is crazy. Going on to 17th. This one is going to bite me in the arse, I believe. I had them in relegation and then I swapped them for Leicester. So, yeah. I've went for Brentford. Brentford over the years, they've been absolutely amazing in the Premier League. They come up, great system, great manager. We may as well hear the point. What does Kieran think? He's helping massively. Vissa and Will. They're a really, really good team. They remind me of when Wolves come up the first time in that. They finished 10th, by the way, Brentford, for context, not had Acosta, 17th. They kind of remind us of that when they first come up, but last season I think you saw a little bit of a drop off. They did have a drop off. They lose Ivan Toney, so that's right. Could possibly lose them. And they did lose Ivan Toney, but it didn't matter because Vissa and Mbeumo were class. We're gonna skip Kieran, you dick. Place team now. And this is a team I think are going to come to the Premier League and actually do okay. I mean, they could go down. I think this team I've put in 16th, I think it can go really good or really wrong.
I was kind of right.
In my case, I think for them, for the first season back, it's going to be really good. Southampton. I like the manager.
When you tell you, by the way, boys.
In the final, the same players like Ronnie Edwards from Peterborough. And they've signed some other good players.
Right,
as well.
so to be fair, I've put 16th Southampton, finished 20th. There was still, yeah, I can't justify it other than I said that I will do really good, which 16th for Southampton would have been really good, or really fucking bad, and they did really fucking bad and finished on 12 points. So I'm not going to beat myself up on that one. I'm just never going to make the same mistake again. So then
we're on to 15th place now. Drum roll, please. Everton.
Okay. Everton finished 13th. So, yeah, in the context of that, they had Sean Dyche. They didn't have a takeover at this point. The club was in disarray. So, I think I put them 15th. They finished 13th. Not a bad prediction, I don't think.
Dyche actually went for Crystal Palace.
Okay.
Great manager, Ollie Glasner.
He's a great manager. Won the FA Cup.
Great end of the season. Obviously, Mateta's firing now, and he's just firing in the Olympics as well. He's a great player. I think.
Okay. Predicted 14th, finished 12th. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's a solid prediction from myself there. A lot of people would have said Palace to finish in the top 10 for the end they had last year because they were really unbeatable when they had Elise, Eze, Mateta. That front three was amazing. So I'm quite happy with that prediction. Obviously, they had a great season, the best season in their history. They won the FA Cup. They play Europa League football. Finished 12th in the league. Doesn't fucking matter. Like, solid prediction from myself there. I don't think I predicted any teams to win the FA Cup in the video, so that's fine. But if I did, I probably would have said Palace to win the FA Cup.
Moving on to 13th now.
13th.
I went for Fulham.
Okay.
Fulham have lost.
We went for Fulham. Let's just quickly talk over this one because we don't want to waste time here. Fulham finished 11th, so I said they would finish 13th. Good prediction in my eyes. Again, every team I'm getting is within 2 places, 2-3 places, other than Southampton, who I said 16th in the finish thingy. So overall, so far, my predictions have been pretty spot on, other than Southampton. That was a fucking nightmare. But I'm quite happy with that. It does get away, so because I haven't said Man United or Spurs yet.
I went for Brighton. So 12th place Brighton. Lost to Serbia, of course.
That's a bad one.
I think the manager's what, like 29
12th place Brighton, they finished 8th, so I'm 4 places off. That's bad.
I think that it could be alright. I think you'll might struggle this year, Brighton. I really do.
Yeah.
I think Zerbi's a much better manager than the one they've brought in.
Okay, yeah.
He's a great player.
I'm not going to say much on Brighton, their club, but they finished 8th. Means nothing. They don't get European football. I predicted 12th. Who cares?
This for Brighton. Moving on to 11th.
11th.
For Bournemouth, and I think Bournemouth fans would be happy with this.
Finished 9th.
Bournemouth,
2 places off.
They've got a great manager.
They do have a great manager. They do have great players, but Kirk has Houston gone. Probably going to get more gone as well, but I'm happy with that prediction. I'm just going to skip through these ones until we get
the 10th.
10th.
Gary O'Neill's Wolves. Coogan Wolves are a good team. They've got
Wolves ain't Coogan, bro.
Gary
O'Neill's sacked. He ain't here anymore. He's out the door. He don't have a job.
Great player.
6 places off.
They've got Gomez. They've lost Kilman, of course, but I think they'll be alright. They've got Totti at the back.
I mean, in the end, they were alright. I
mean,
they finished on 42 points and bottom was 25. So
yeah, again from 12
they were fine, but they did have a relegation battle from like since Piera came in and had to win games.
But I'm gonna say.
But yeah, that's not a bad one.
I'm going for West.
9th.
I'm going for West Ham, and that's going to be controversial. I know. The same players are saying.
It wasn't controversial. They stung up the gaff. I mean, they finished 14th, and I said 9th. So I think I was being generous there. But got to remember as well, a lot of teams had West Ham finishing in Europe above Newcastle and above Villa. So I mean, absolutely stinking team, stinking players, awful. Todibo, stinking attitude, and they've had to sign him. Graham Potter's came in. I hope he does a good job. I don't mind West Ham. I like Graham Potter as well. He's been a bit snappy with the media lately, but other than that, I want West Ham to be alright. But right, we're going on the 8th now. This is after 8th. We're going into the European places. So I don't think at this point, I know top 5 would have been available. So if I said 5th, we're counting it as Champions League because 5th ended up being Champions League. We just didn't know coefficients at this point. But who has Kieran selected to be in 8th?
Really hope this prediction's right because I don't like the way they're going as a club.
Oh,
I
Chelsea.
like the fans, don't get us wrong. I don't like the new ownership.
I've put Chelsea.
I think the ownership's a disgrace. It's Chelsea. I'm putting Chelsea.
Oh, no.
Don't really want to talk on the matter much. Buying young
They
players,
won the Conference League and finishing Champions
sacking
League.
managers. Should have kept Pochettino. If they kept Pochettino, I would have been tempted to put them in the Champions League spots. But Maresca, I don't really think he's that good. I don't really rate him.
I still don't rate Maresca, by the way. Just remember, Chelsea have spent over £1 billion. They should be where they are. They have spent the most money in the Premier League over the last few seasons. They should be where they are. Make no mistake about it. Any team in the top 7, in my opinion, would win the Conference League. Do like Chelsea, by the way, now. I do like them. Don't like the ownership model. Do like Chelsea, though. But, no, they should be in top 4. This was a bad prediction from me. I'll take that one on the chin.
This one is very controversial. Manchester United in 7th.
Okay, let's hear the context before I go into it on Man United. Before I go into Man United.
I'm just looking at our teams and I think Man U, I can't see a style of play. I can't see what they want to do. Whereas with
This
the
is when
teams
Ten
I've
Hag
got
was in
both of them, I
charge.
can see a clear identity what them teams want to do. And as I said, I could be horrendously wrong here. Obviously, Lenny Yoro's out for 3 months.
You finished fucking 15th?
They've signed Joshua Zirkzee, but I don't know if he's going to light the Premier League up. I think he could. I've left the video. Well, I made a video on him. Go and watch it. It should be on the eye up there.
It was on the eye up there. Go on,
Video
son.
Joshua Zirkzee. If they can get Rashford firing, then go. But will they get Rashford firing? There's lots of different questions for Man United. Can they do this? Can they do that? Is Mason Mount going to be back to his best? Is Rashford going to be back to his best? Is Højlund going to score? Is Garnacho going to kick on? Is Wan-Bissaka going to go? Are they going to sign a right back? Left back, is Shaw going to stay fit? Is it going to have to be Maguire and Evans for the start of the season? Is Onana going to keep making mistakes? To see how many questions it is with Manchester United, there's a lot of questions.
I do,
to be
Kieran.
asked. And I don't know if the manager's the right man, if I'm being honest with.
And he wasn't the right man, and he got sacked. And is Amarin the right man? A lot of questions about Man United going into the next season again. So I can't wait for this video. But yeah, ultimately, I said Man United would finish 7th in Conference League spots. They finished 15th.
Going on to 6th place now, I have the Champions League Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa.
Bang on. Absolutely bang on. I said Villa finished 6th. Villa finished 6th. Great prediction, Kieran. You know ball. I want to see the reason why I've done this. I think if I'm a gambling man, I would have said what happened in Newcastle when we got in the Champions League. The fixtures just catch up on you. In the end, fixtures caught up on Villa. They weren't good enough. Had bad spells. I think in November, I don't think they won a game. Or they had like 5 games where they like drew 2 or drew 1 and lost 4. So I think that's probably what I'm going to say.
Are going to suffer what Newcastle suffered a bit last year in terms of playing in every single competition.
Yeah.
Premier League, Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. It does get tough.
Yeah.
Villa have got a more in-depth squad than Newcastle. And
They
Newcastle were hit by injuries last season really badly.
We were.
Don't believe Villa get hit by injuries. I think they've got enough players to come in and do a job, and they've got a good manager as well. So I think Villa will get 6th. I think Villa fans would take 6th place with the Champions League that they'll be played in. So I think that'd be a good finish for Villa. Moving on to 5th, I'm going with Newcastle United.
Yes! I predicted Newcastle to get Champions League in the top 5, and Newcastle finished 5th. That's a fucking solid prediction. I'm happy with that, you know. That is fucking solid. Like, who would have expected that to get the 6th and the 5th spot, in my opinion, is the hardest spot to pick in the Premier League, other than who's going to really win it. Because there's only 3 teams at the moment you know are going to win it. It's either Liverpool, City, or Arsenal. Not even Arsenal. Liverpool or City. But 5, I'm happy to get Newcastle in 5th, happy to get Villa in 6th. Great prediction. Did I predict it would win a cup? I hope I predicted it would win a cup. That would be the cherry on top for me. Because we did win a cup, which you didn't know.
Don't you? I think you'd be daft if you don't back your team.
And I wasn't daft.
I mean, I was just looking at Newcastle's squad the other day with additions we could be making. So, Nick Pope in goal. Solid goalkeeper, one of the best shot stoppers in the league. Kieran Trippier, Livramento. Botman, Shaw, Mark Gahey, if we sign him. Lloyd Kelly, Dan Burn, Lewis Hall. Joe Willock, Sean Longstaff, Tonali, Joe Linton, Bruno, Almiron Murphy, Isaac Wilson, William Asula. We might sign a right wing as well with Anthony Gordon and Harvey Barnes. I think that's a good squad. The way Eddie Howe wants to play, that midfield's going to be so crucial for Newcastle.
Best
and when
in the
you get
league.
the likes of Mark Gahey, when you've got a backline.
But we didn't get Mark Gahey. I hope we do get him this summer because we are linked again. But I hope we do get him. But we didn't get him this summer.
Back fit, of course. Going to be cooking. 5th place, Newcastle. Hopefully England get the coefficient spots this year and Newcastle clinch Champions League
I did know.
Place, but I really want Newcastle to go out and try and win a cup this year.
Yes!
1 game a week now.
Get in! Predicted Newcastle 5th, predicted we're to win a cup, and that's what we did.
Of course, in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So 1 game a week, Mags are back.
We are back. We were back!
4th place. This one is providing they get a striker. It's Tottenham Hotspur. I think.
No! Oh my god! I said Tottenham Hotspur! Tottenham! To get 4th! Oh my god! Who would do that, man? Who would predict Tottenham to finish 4th? Oh, Kieran, they won the Europa League, but still, they are playing Champions League. I got the Champions League aspect right. They finished 17th. They didn't get 40 points. They didn't get 39 points. Oh, Kieran, that's a fucking howler.
Don't say this lightly because I think I think everyone's top 3 is going to be the same.
Yeah.
And I think it's Liverpool. I think Liverpool first season with Arnie Slot. If they sign Zubamendi, definitely nailed on top 3. But I think Liverpool will finish 3rd. Good.
Right. Okay. Do you know what it is with that? I want to give my credit to Liverpool. I'm going to put my hand out for you. Yes, you lost the Carabao Cup final to us and got battered. But, Arne Slot, for me, manager of the season. People cannot turn around and say Nuno, because there was one YouTuber that said Forest were team of the season, Nuno's one of the managers of the season. How can you tell me a team that hasn't won anything, finished 7th, bottled Champions League when they were 3rd, can be team of the season / manager of the season? Fucking no way. Palace won the FA Cup, well done. I don't think it's outrageous to say Palace would win a cup after what Ollie Glasner did last year, but they finished 12th in the league. Arsenal can't be in the conversation, did nothing other than bottle the Champions League, bottle the Carabao Cup, and bottle the league. Pep even said himself, it's been a rubbish season really, because they didn't win the league, and that's Pep's standards. He's a top man. Your managers who should be up there for managers of the season is Eddie Howe 2nd, but Arne Slot's 1st, because you do not. He came in and only signed Chiesa, who fucking didn't play, and you won the Premier League. You dominated the Premier League. You got the best out of Gravenberch, and for me, if I was biased, I would have Eddie Howe winning the manager of the year, of the season. But for me, it's Arne Slot for what he's done. Eddie Howe's done a magnificent job, and he's that much behind him in terms of achievements this season. But to win the Premier League in your first season, fucking very hard to do. So I say Arne Slot, well done, what a job. But Arsenal or Man City, let's see who I've put to win the league. Okay, we're going champions first.
Premier League champions of the 24 to the 25 season will be...
Drum roll, please.
Arsenal. I'm saying it, Arsenal are going to do it.
Okay. Let's go back to Fulham. How do I think about that? Okay. I don't think it was outrageous to say Arsenal to win a league because everybody thought it was going to happen. But looking back at it now, they didn't sign a proper striker. I don't even think a striker would have got them over the line this year. Liverpool were just so much above them. So for me, bad prediction. Will I put them or win it next year? Probably, because to be honest with you, Arsenal fans, I don't have a lot of banter with yous, but I actually like Arsenal a lot. But other than Ty, he's a fucking he's just a biased bastard. But other than that, Arsenal's time is coming. When I think they're gonna get Sesko. That's what the talk is. As I record this video on the 30th of May, all the talk is Benjamin Sesko. If they get him and he hits the ground running, Saka's back fully fit. I still think they need to sign a left wing because I'm not keen on Martinelli. Don't think he suits the way Arteta plays. I think they'll be up there. They've got the best defence in the league, in my opinion. The best two centre backs, the best centre back partnership. Van Dijk's the best in the league, but partnership wise, them two are the best. Miles Lewis-Skelly, fucking amazing. Like him, they've got Calafiori, Timber, Ben White. The depth's there. It's the midfield. They're signing Zubimendi, who I thought was going to go to Liverpool on this video, clearly. Class. If they keep Thomas Partey, depth. Declan Rice. Who else have they got? Kai Havertz even can come into the midfield. He's not that bad. They go on like he's horrendous, but he's not that bad. They've got loads of players. Odegaard. They've got Saka. Enquiries come out the blue. Like, they are good enough to win a league with a few more signings. They just need to just get them signings over the line and they'll be back. They'll get the Premier League title. But then again, you've got to look at Liverpool. Signed Frimpong, who I don't think he'll work as a out and out and right back in a 4. Could be wrong, but I don't think he's good enough to be a right back in the Premier League. He's played in as a right wing back for Leverkusen. I think that's where his best position is, or right mid, unless he's going to play Salah up front and him on the right wing. But I doubt it because I don't know. But for me, they've signed him great as well. City are going to be back to the best. I can imagine City signing a fair few players as well, but I think Arsenal's the LB next year, probably. But let's not spoil anything else. It's going to be hard to predict the league next year. I think it's going to be even harder to predict the league next season. But yeah, that was my Premier League predictions, guys. Fucking embarrassing. I can't believe I said Forest to finish 18th. Oh, God. They'll finish 7th. Fuck me, Kieran. I'm going to go to bed, lads. That was fucking horrendous. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Do us a massive favour. It means the world to us. And yeah, I'm going to go and plan the next video when I'm in bed. So, see you in the next one.